is a show. There is a show. There is a show. We all love to go to RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live tonight. There are two hosts. They are the most. I gotta say, they're not too shabby. They ain't crappy. It's a RobLynn Live right now. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one, like on Passive. It's delicious. It's on Passilicious. You can get anything that you want at Ashton Forest Restaurant. There is a show. There is a show. It is the show we all love to go to. RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live right now. Yeah. There is a show. There is a show. There is a show. We all love to go to RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live tonight. There are two hosts. They are the most. I gotta say, they're not too shabby. They ain't crappy. It's a RobLynn Live right now. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one, like on Passive. It's delicious. It's on Passilicious. You can get anything that you want at Ashton Forest Restaurant. There is a show. There is a show. It is the show we all love to go to. RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live right now. Yeah. There is a show. There is a show. There is a show. We all love to go to RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live tonight. There are two hosts. They are the most. I gotta say, they're not too shabby. They ain't crappy. It's a RobLynn Live right now. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one, like on Passive. It's delicious. It's on Passilicious. You can get anything that you want at Ashton Forest Restaurant. There is a show. There is a show. It is the show we all love to go to. RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live right now. Yeah.
Host started recording.
Well, welcome, everybody. It's day 611, Friday, 26 April 2024. And Red, I just want to remind you that today's the 26th, and you hinted maybe big things are happening between the 25th and the 30th. So we're on a countdown, buddy. I hope you're right, brother. Hope you're right. All kidding aside, big things are happening both in the back office, the front office, the medium office, everywhere around on Passive. We're going to bring you today's news today, and then we're going to also have a topic tonight, and it's one in a series. We're not sure how many we're going to have in the series, but we think you'll enjoy it. All right, it's day 611. Friday, the 26th day of April, 2000 and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
True that. Okay. Now, If you're watching us on YouTube and you really would rather be on Connect, I know you would. All you got to do is go to RobLynnLive.com. When you go to RobLynnLive.com, up pops a registration page for Lynn Mie Nakamoto, who happens to be one of the leaders around these here parts, from what I'm told. That's just what I'm told. And she has her very own domain, and it is RobLynnLive.com. Click on that bad boy, and up pops the registration link page. You can sign in, sign up, sign out, whatever you want to do, but just sign. And what that will do for you is you'll get 3 free products once you get yourself an O-mail and a password. So you get yourself an O-mail and a password absolutely free. And along with that comes O-Net and O-Trim. So you get O-Net, O-Trim, and O-Mail all for free. No obligation. You can stay as long as you want. You can stay forever. You can stay for a month. Whatever you like. So, there's only one thing we want to know, and I think you know what that is. Do you? RobLynn Live, I'm going to shout it from the highest tree here in St. Petersburg, which is very high. And do you, RobLynn Live? And if you're here tonight, whether you're in Connect or whether you're in the only YouTube channel, RobLynn Live on YouTube, you're catching us, and that's good. It's a good thing to catch. Now, we're going to have a few announcements as we usually do. We're also going to say a few thank yous to people who help us along the way. And then we're going to have a topic. And that is going to be fun, fun, fun now that Daddy took the T-Bird away. All right. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the RobLynn Live Network production of RobLynn Live and Ollie.
Go Wonder Dog.
With our topic this evening, appreciating cultural diversity through music. Ooh, thought we were done last night with this, huh? Well, we have a surprise for you tonight. Not that I'm going to sing, but that surprise is we're going to be talking how music brings people together. Doesn't matter whether it's in English and French and Spanish and German and Portuguese. Matters not. Okay? And we're going to talk about that a little tonight. It matters not. So the topic again is appreciating cultural diversity through music. Now, that'll be followed by our usual community time, where we invite each and every one of you who are attendees here tonight to come to the panel. And if you do, you'll be glad you did. There are parting gifts. Oh, we just waved. We just waved. Thank you. Bye. Okay, there's no parting gifts. I don't know where that came from. I'm not Don Pardo either, so from The Price is Right. Okay. Okay, after we're going to have a little community time, we're going to have a little bit of signing where we do our sign language on a regular basis, or every night, as a matter of fact, so that everybody can stay tuned into their favorite sign. And then we'll have JJB Tin Man, the Tin Man, the Gorilla himself, John Gorilla. So that should be fun. We're going to get this here shindig off and to the races. But first, as usual, we ask you to pray for Ash Mafara, his lovely wife, Ashmahan, their 2 boys, Omar and Yusuf. And do they have a dog named Elroy? No, I don't think so. All right, that was the Jetsons. All right, here we go. Jane, his wife. So pray for Ash and those around him, including his lovely wife. And, of course, prayers out to the media, the tech, and the support team around the globe for their continued assistance, help, and for their continued health and safety. Woohoo! Doggies. All right. Now, Also, send out your love, light, and prayer to anyone you know around the globe, whether they're in on passive, not in on passive, and they should be. Send them out a little, pick me up, a little hi, how you doing? A little hello, looking for you. So just do it if you know somebody in need of prayer. Okay. Now, in the middle of a 10-day extension, which you may or may not have heard of, and that's in O Connect until the 30th. Uh-oh, I didn't take my ibuprofen.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, elbows frozen.
Oh, no.
All right. So that all being said, in the middle of a 10-day extension of O Connect until the 30th or 1st of May. So there's 30 days, has September, October, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except for February. All right, stay focused and stay tuned in to your back office and the ticker for the latest in today's news today, as things in on passive are changing by the momento, by the by. They're changing lightning fast, so you want to be ready for any and all changes. And if you're checking into your back office and your OES front office with the ticker, you're going to be assured there ain't nothing getting thrown by you that you don't know about. And that's how we do it at RobLynnLive.com. Okay, well, for the latest in today's news today, you're tuned into the right place. Things in on passive are changing by the hour. That's right, by the hour. Migration without hesitation, please sign your NDA and affiliate agreements. Log into your OES. Doesn't hurt, doesn't cost a thing. And you can log into and check out your profile or profiles if you have multiple accounts, accurate for accuracy, with your state ID, county ID, federal ID, or state ID. As it appears, Verify is not too far off into the future, kids. So check it out. Check it out. You want to be ready to rumble. All right. So check out the On Passive YouTube channel if you don't mind. Hop on an O Connect or hop on several if you have time. Attend webinars and chats. Know of anyone needing passive help? You doggies, here we go. Helping one helps us all in on passive. So if you need help, get it. If you can give help, give it. That's how we do it at RobLynnLive.com. And Ali has a question for you all tonight, which we'll get to in just a momento. All right. Tonight is the second in a series of our Appreciating Cultural Diversity. In this case, it's appreciating cultural diversity within music, which is our focus for the evening. Ooh, that's a good one, actually. And Ali has a question for you all, and that is whether you are watching with O Connect or on our live streaming, and that does it matter? Nah, not really. To you, what language music lyrics are in, all you got to do is listen and enjoy. Several things come through music, and they are, let's get this, let's wrap our head around this now. Understanding, empathy, and a respect for the different cultures around the globe. And there are a number, as we say, of key points of how, on how, of how, within how music promotes. And we want to talk about it with you guys tonight. We're going to do that. Oh, doggies, we're going to do that. All right. Music as a universal language. Oh, yeah, you've heard of that. Music transcends borders and it connects France to the US of A, and Dallas to Texas too. So get after it, get out there, get it done. everybody. All right. Now, exposing children of a young age to multicultural music. How sweet is that? It creates tolerance, and tolerance is something we all need some more of, don't we?
Definitely. Pays to be patient, tolerant, and all of that.
It really does, that's for sure. And openness and brings about effective socialization skills. Yes, it does. Music can do all that. It raises curiosity and allows children to explore different customs, different celebrations, and of course, different traditions. Ooh, yeah. And through our music, we can be witness to each and every bit of this. So, listening to songs in other languages aids in language skills. And we'll be back in a moment. Do we want to go, Miss Lynn, to the bring the panel on now? Say a few hellos. What would you like to do tonight?
Um, um, I'm doing that thing I said I was doing.
Okay.
Maybe you could greet some people.
All right, I'm going to greet a few people. Let's first go to the YouTube channel and say hello to Michael Chatta. Let's say hello to Nagaraj, and not in the garage. He's out of the garage, and he's here with us tonight. And let's see. There's Michael Chatta, da, 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 da. And Nag Nikki is here. Nag Nikki, I should say. And I don't want to report any messages just yet. All right, let's see. Say hello to Tarun and say hello to Michael Chad, of course. And Michael's responsible for our grand emojis that you see flying across the page. Diversity through music. Ooh-wee. Who knew this was going to be so exciting tonight? Oh, I did. I did, because I wrote it. All right. Here we go. Songs in other languages. We'll come to that in just a minute. We want to say a huge thank you to Mr. Francis Tay for his super sticker. Thank you, Francis.
Thank you.
From our heart to yours, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right. So that was Tarun, and Frank Rowe is here. David LaBelle is in the house. Hello, David. And John Buddy, John Barilla, who's going to be doing a two-part song tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Hello, John. Michael Chatta, of course, in the chat, chatting away. And who else is here? John Buddy. John Barilla is here.
Is my face moving or not in your computer? I'm moving around?
Very slightly.
Oh, as long as I'm moving. Someone said that I'm not moving, so I can refresh and see if that helps, if anything.
Well, last time we refreshed in these here parts, we wound up getting kicked out.
No, I can refresh.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
All right. While Lynn is refreshing and unmuting, say hello to David Lavelle, Irena Stexala, and of course, Michael Chatta. And Irene is here. Irena, I should say. Irena steak salad, one of our steak salad. How about a steak salad, Irena? No. Irena steak salad. Got it. All right. Carmela Schwartz is there on YouTube. I mentioned Nagaraj. Mayur is here. Hello, Mayur.
Mayur.
Glad you're here. Different Mayur.
Oh, different Mayur.
Uh-huh. And there's Michael again, and Nagaraj again, and Kushal Pegu is here. Who else is here? Irana Stixal, I mentioned. And Frank Rowe, I mentioned. Hello, Frankie. And Shandan is here. Welcome, Shandan. We're glad you're here. I mentioned Irena. Shandan is here. Mayur is here. And I mentioned Carmela and Shandan. We can keep scrolling forever. David Switzer is in the house. Hello, David. Thanks for being here. Sadananda Das, of course, is here. And again, here comes Francis with his super sticker. So thank you, Francis. We appreciate you, brother. And Frank Rowe again, and Shandan Mahundar. Hello, Shandan. Glad you're here as well. Whew. Let's see who else can be here. I believe I do. Yes, I do. All within 3. And the chat is moving a little too fast for my liking tonight. So let's get back. Oh, no, let's go to O Connect. Let's say a few hellos on O Connect, shall we? Shall we? I believe we're going to. Stand by. Stand by 1. And we're going to bring it to you right now. There it is. There it is. Like Ollie says, there it is. Okay, now my lightning color has, okay, it's back. Very nicely done, Robert. If I don't say so myself. Let's see who we got in the attendees link. And many of you, I believe, will be coming to the panel. The panel. The panel. That's French for panel. All right. So here we go. Let's say hello to Latoya, Isabel, and Michael Chatta, of course. Catherine, of course. Les Hudson is in the house. Mamodu's here. And Don Schweihart's here. That means DL is here. McConaughey. And Patricia is here. Pat Green. Frank Rowe is in the house. Frank, hello to you, sir. Melanie is here and in the house as well. Ooh. Ooh. All right. So we got a few here and a few there. Right now, we've got 34 watching on our famous channel. And let's take a look at how many we've got all over the globe. Shall we? We shall.
Okay.
And let's see what that number could possibly be. All right, it's 26 and 34 is 60. Not too shabby, kids. So there's 60 of you watching on O Connect, and that's a good thing. That's a real good thing. Real good thing. All right, we'll say a few more hellos. Looks like Olasumbo is here. Hello. And let's see, Bogey is here as well.
That's a hard name to pronounce.
Yeah, I botched that one up good.
I don't know how to. I'm gonna ask him one day. How do you say that name?
That's a good idea.
Properly.
Yeah.
That one stumps me.
And we've got Mr. Mirabooman. All righty. And who else is here? Greg Lakin's in the house. And Mayor is here. Armin Hogue is here. Deborah Long is in the house, along with Brenda Ross. John Badia. John Barilla is here, of course. And there's the Carmela Schwartz lady. She's here as well. This is fun. Fun, fun, fun. Now that Daddy took the T-bird away. Ooh-wee. All right, shall we continue on with a few more hellos? Brenda Ross is here. John Buddy, John Barilla, Carmela Schwartz. And that's about it for now. Right at 60. Not too shabby. All right. All right, so I'm unable to do anything with my cursor. So I guess we'll go over to here and see if, no, it's locked up too. All right. I'm locked up, kids. John Barilla is here. Carmela Schwartz is here. Sadananda Das is in the house. Hello, Sadananda today. All right. So, Sadananda is here, and so is Carmela Schwartz, just so you can remember. And those are just a few of our panelists. They are regular panelists. They come and share a little bit of a story, and they let you be on the panel today. All right, are you waiting for me? I assume you are.
Just trying to.
All right. All right. Well, there's Carmela and Sadananda, and I think I may have hit just about everybody. All right. Welcome, everybody. And yeah, I did get everybody. So thank you for being here, everybody. And we're going to get this here show on the road. So buckle up. Tonight's topic is a dandy. And as you can see, we have the virtual background on. Lynn will post that as a, uh, what do we call that? A screen share. She'll screen share that to your phone. And with you being connected, all you got to do is click on it. Excuse me. All right. So that was our hellos for the night. Listening to songs in other languages aids language. Okay. Excuse me, develop. I'm going to have to take a drink of water. So bear with me, Lynn, please.
Yeah.
And we're out of water. Okay.
Here. Here you go.
Another one bites the dust, and another one bites the dust. Yeah. All right, here we go. A little more water, and then I'll be back with you, folks. Keep saying hello in the chat. We appreciate that, and we'll try to say hello right on back to you.
Right.
Yeah, I may be the only networker here, broadcaster, I should say, who does that, but it's a little bit, it helps with the pipes. It helps with the pipes. So, listening to songs in other languages aids in language development skills and development by helping memorize words, remember that, understand grammar, and building vocabulary. There have been studies, yeah, it's not just this one at 5546. There are studies everywhere about learning a second language and what the benefits are. Okay, second language as a young adult or a young man or young woman results in greater fluency by incorporating multicultural music early on in life, if I might say so myself. All right. Moving on, as Ayush says, music is a powerful, we say powerful, medium for storytelling and passing on good old fashioned traditions. Tradition, tradition. If you remember that, that was from a movie, very famous playwright. Fiddler on the Roof. That's right. So, powerful medium for storytelling and passing on the cultural traditions is important. Kids connect with emotions expressed in any music event, even if the lyrics are in an unfamiliar language. Oh, yeah, because we can connect. Oh, yeah. And by being exposed to diverse empathy, open mindedness, and prepares the young students to be good global citizens. That's all by sharing, everybody. All right. So, those diverse traditions bring about a sense of belonging and a sense of cultural equity. Ooh, that's a nice one. Cultural. Yeah, I like it. All right. For the different cultures, language learning and fosters development, solid social skills at a young age. And what you'll find there, and remember this, is music is a powerful way to boundaries and connect with peoples of diverse cultures from around the globe, speaking who knows how many languages, swinging the biggest golf club on the perimeter, on the track. That's where you go to have some fun here at RobLynn Live. So it transcends boundaries and connects people of diverse culture, diverse continent, and connects people around the globe. All right. If you haven't watched, you should. All right. That all being said, let's continue on with our small presentation, if we please.
Hey.
All right.
I'm just saying hi to folks in our live streams, the various live streams.
All right. Well, that's a good thing. Saying hello. You never can go wrong with the word hello. All right. So now, without further ado, I believe, without further ado, it may be time for a little bit of community
Ooh.
time. Ooh, yeah, baby. A little bit of community time. And we fought this tooth and nail for a number of months, but we got it down to a science tonight. Tonight, I'll give my heart tonight. That's not even a song, Robert. All right, so that completes the presentation. Okay, that's how we do it. It's plain and simple, offering you a little bit of vision, a little bit of value, and of course, you know it. You know it. Yes, you do. I know you do, Alex. You'll get peace of mind, and therefore you'll be striving with among others around the big leaders around the world to get somewhere in life other than, let's say, being a mechanic or being a teacher. All right? All right. All right. Nakamoto. All right. So it's the RobLynn hour, RobLynn live, and we're coming to you from St. Petersburg, Madeira Beach, Florida. So welcome to everybody. And I believe it's time to bring some folks to the panel. And how do they get acknowledged to where they can come to the panel? Oh, I'm glad you asked, Ms. Nakamoto. All you have to do is type in your regular name and phone number in the bottom left on OConnect. And AI-driven machinery is going to bump up its game and talk to you guys. Yeah, talk to you guys. Ooh, yeah. All right. So, that all being said, are we ready to bring anybody to the panel or not yet?
Yeah.
I think we should. Let's have our first guest coming to the panel.
Right. It's ready to roll. Come on down, you guys. First in is Carmela Schwartz. Welcome, Carmela.
Hello, Carmela.
And we have Pat Green coming in, Greg Lakin, and Vilash Roy.
All right, not too shabby a start, Lynn. Very well done. Come on down, folks.
We have next Melanie Marcano. Hi, Mel.
Double Mel,
Carmela.
double Mel in the house. All right. Hello, Carmela. We're glad you're here as well.
Yep. And next we have Armin Hogue coming in.
Armin Hogue on the prowl. Welcome, Armin.
And hello, Dawn Swihart and her husband, DL.
All right. We're gaining up steam now. We're coming down the track. Here we come.
Oh, there's Mel. Hello, Mel. Hi,
Don't forget,
Armin.
if you want to be heard, you got to turn your volume on. If you want to be seen, you got to turn your video
Hi, Dawn
on.
and Armin. So we're hoping that Armin can unmute. And you think you can unmute? Armin, does it work? Try unmuting. I want to see if it works for you. You tried? Not yet, huh? Hi, John Barilla. And hi, Don.
Hello, hi.
We have Michael coming in, and we have Deborah Long coming in. Welcome, you guys.
Welcome, everybody. All right. Now, how many people are on the panel just yet?
We got, hello, surprise. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, including us, you and me.
All right. It's a little cool out here in the evening, so just thought I'd bring you that bit of news.
Yeah, Anuj is coming.
Anuj in the house. Welcome, sir. Welcome to you, sir.
And let's see who else. Come on down, you guys.
Everybody's welcome at RobLynn Live. That's what we say. Everybody's welcome. All right, I see those smiling faces now. Hello, Carmela. Hello, Pat. Hello, Armin Hogan. There's one and only Dawn. Hello, Dawn. Michael Chad is here too. Good stuff all the way around. We like it. All right. Now, without any further ado, let's bring a few more people on the panel, shall we?
Hi, get them to come down. Yeah.
All right, we can go with what we have now. We've got a good-sized panel, so let's do it. And tonight, Pat will be signing, and what will she be telling us? She's signing.
Pat who?
Oh, not Pat. Sorry, Deb.
I don't know. She didn't message me yet.
Oh, so we don't even know if she's signing. Okay. Well, if you are, Deb, shoot a list over to Lynn. If you're not, hey, that's understandable. You guys have been hard at it this week. No problemo at all. All right, let me do this. Let me pull up the participant list, if I may, and that'll tell us how many folks are here. There's, that can't be right, 29? Woo, doggies, we got a light crowd tonight. No problem, that's okay. Light is good. It's not good to be heavy, heavy, heavy all the time.
But we got 41 in the YouTube.
Well, if you add the two of them, that's 70 any way you look at it.
There's more on the YouTube side today. It varies, you know. Never know.
It's unusual. So if you're on the YouTube side,
late in the back office, I posted like 5 something. Yeah, usually I try to post at 2 or 3, so that might make a difference too.
it could have. All right. Well, we see a good panel here. Turn your camera on if you want to be seen. Turn your audio on when you want to be speaking. And let's kick this thing off, shall we? We're talking music. We're talking about it. Doesn't matter what language the lyrics are in. Just sit back, close your eyes, and enjoy them. That's how we do it, Ed, on Passive. And let's see. I don't see anybody else coming to the panel, and I don't see any questions. It could be an early night tonight here at RobLynn Live.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So let's see what everybody has to say. Carmela, did you want to say something about the different musics?
Yes, I do. I want to say when I was baby, my mother used to sing for me in English, in French, in Italy, many musics. And it helped me to learn languages easier because the sound was in my ears while I was baby.
Right. That's the way to do it. Just ease into it.
And when I wanted to learn English, I learned first the song. It was easy for me to sing the song, go after the song, and then I learned the words also.
All righty then. I see Armin Hoag in the house. Hello, Armin. Welcome.
Yes, he's here.
And Chris Tiazone and Carmela Schwartz, Pat Green, of course. All right. Let me see if anybody's got something to say about music. Let's go to Don and Dawn. Go ahead, kids, from Ohio.
Hi, Chicago. Hi.
Thanks, Rob. Hello, Lynn. Hello, everybody on the panel and in the chat. When I was growing up, my music that I really liked growing up was the Beatles from the UK. The English invasion, basically, British invasion. But one of my favorite songs by them in particular is Ticket to Ride. That's a great song in my opinion. But
she's got a ticket to ride.
Diversity through music, absolutely. English invasion all the way. Thanks, Rob.
All right, sounds good to me. And music is where it is at. And thank you for that, DL. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see, Greg, can you come on? Let's hear from Greg Lakin.
Yeah, I love languages because there were the way to communicate the different structures. Like not everybody is speaking English, and different ways of communicating the other languages. I mean, I don't know. I have learned quite a few languages, but my tongue I don't know any little Yiddish, but I used to know a lot more. And also Hebrew, I am very weak in, although I was bar mitzvahed as a kid, and it just, when you don't use it, you lose it. But I speak a little bit of Spanish and French and other languages made of the Latin language, but it is very, for me anyway, you have to learn, you have to learn, but it's important to learn other languages.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Greg, and we're glad you're in tonight with your microphone and your video, brother. Good stuff. Good stuff. And let's go to John Buddy, the Tin Man, John Barilla. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, I didn't really know the theme for tonight. I was so concerned about, what happened last night, my own songs and when I'm coming. But I'm just sitting here thinking, and first of all, for DL, they mentioned, English, English, and even though they sing in English, there's a lot of British influence with their rock and roll, and the Beatles is the prime example because they were, they did traditional rock and roll. They loved the old time 50s, some of the stuff that I've been singing because they also would do those songs. But they actually could be credited with really changing and revolutionizing the style of much of rock and roll. Ticket to Ride's kind of a traditional song because they did every style. But if you think of some of the songs they had, and Sgt. Pepper album and the White Album and other albums where the music was very innovative and different. So that's a cultural thing. And also, and this is kind of silly, but it occurred to me, that I love French love songs or a lot of French music. But one that popped into my head is not necessarily from France, but I thought of what's the American, maybe somebody could Google it or help me out. It was a girl group and they sang a song where the lyric was, Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? And that's French. But anyhow, also I love, for example, reggae music. And I actually have done a Bob Marley song here, and I may repeat it again sometime soon. And I just love the beat and the feel of reggae music, although that's often sung in English as well. Bob Marley, well, he sang in another language, I believe, but he basically had all of his records and hits were all sung in English. But the style of it and where it comes from where he was born, that's a cultural thing. And also, I love mariachi music. Mariachi band, Mexican, just wonderful, gay, happy music. I think of them as with. They have the cultural thing where they often play in places where there may be a crowd and they walk around, or if they're in a restaurant, they walk around to tables and they play as they sing and they play as they go up to the tables or amongst people in a crowd. That's kind of a cultural thing. And these are just silly little things that are popping into my head as I was sitting here. So I'll just say that for now. And I'll say, I am going to be doing another Englishman's song a little later, and now the music again is very kind of traditional rock and roll. When I already sang one of, I was going to sing one of them last night. So I sang last night. I didn't. I was going to sing one of them last night and sing another version of it tonight. But it's going to turn out where I do two tonight to show the folks the difference in the songs. They're supposed to be the same artist and the same song, but when I looked it up, it ended up where it's very different and the lyrics are completely different. Very odd, but I'll tell you about that later. But to say something cultural about Cliff Richard, the Englishman, Well, he was a knight. He's a knight. Well, he's still alive. He's still with us. I shouldn't say was a knight. He is still with us, and he is Sir Cliff Richard. So that's cultural. The fact that he's a knight and he's a rock and roll star. That's kind of interesting. And that's all I got with that. So I'll be back later to sing.
Thank you, Jambarella. Let's go to Mel Marcano. Go double Mel.
Good evening, everyone. Rob and Lynn and everybody else.
Good evening.
Rob
Good
and
evening.
and everybody else. I love different type of music. Like we grew up actually with country and western. That was, even if we knew about the the new age music, but that's what we grew up as with as young people. So country and western was ringing in every home in the Caribbean, and that's what we knew when we were growing up. Other people ask us why did we leave our own type of music, but that's what my mom and them played in their home when we were growing up, because it related to or it relate to what was happening in the Caribbean. It's, you know, like small country homes and things like that. So it's the same thing like we in the Caribbean. So that's the reason why. And French music for sure. We did a little bit of jazz, and with the drums and, you know, steel pan and all these things. And again, the Latin, which I wish will come back soon, because I love Latin music, even if I didn't know much of it. But that was my mom's and them type of music and songs that they sang. So I wish we got Latin back into, you know, the list of music and things. And again, the pop culture later on, you know, with all my beautiful people who died and all of those, but they were very good. It's very good music, and it's a mixture growing up in the Caribbean. But the very first one we knew was country and western. I don't know why, but yes. So
All
there
right, then.
goes.
Thank you very much, Mel. I'm sure we'll be hearing from you in just a little bit. Let's go back to Ohio and DL and Dawn.
Go ahead, honey.
Hi, everyone. No, I'm thinking back. It seems like I've been exposed to so much different styles of music as a little girl. I mean, my aunt was 13 years older than me, and she was really into Elvis Presley, and I liked Ricky Nelson as a little girl. He seemed a little calmer than Elvis for me, and but I've listened to a lot of her music from the 50s, and then as I grew up as a teen, then I mean, music has just changed so much. And then the musical Hair came out, and things really got weird with some of the music, and then my parents were into the big band music, which I was exposed to. But it's interesting to see how music has changed at different generations and on, and then some of the stuff has come back. And but I've always been interested in a variety of music because I've been exposed to so much of it. But I've never been a real country western type person, but my son is really into that stuff, so he usually played that a lot. But so there's been a lot of exposure to different types of music over the years.
All right, very good. Thank you. And we will be back to you folks in a little bit. It looks like John Barilla has something to add. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, I was just thinking, well, amongst all the different, there are so many different styles of American music, and even some of the stuff I've been doing could even be from the big band era, or you know, what I keep calling the traditional American songbook. You know, that's a certain period of about 25 years long ago. But also, as I sat here, I forgot myself, you know, I don't know how many people may know this because I don't play too much anymore, but I was actually a pretty good accordion player because I played keyboards when I played in that rock and roll band that I mentioned to the folks here. I think they know about that. But I started playing the accordion, and I have to say, there's a cultural thing about that, not even just music specifically, but I took a little bit of bullying as a little Italian kid who was playing the accordion, and of course I did play as I learned music. I played polkas. I played everything. I played waltzes. I played rock and roll. I played all kinds of music. But I would get bullied because, for whatever reason, back then at least, people would think of the accordion as an instrument that only little Italian kids, though they used the term that I ran into with people bullying me. Let me use it. I'm sorry, but Dago, little Dago kids that plays accordion, and also Polacks, they took a little beating too because and here's why, because they think all the people that play accordions are Polish and Italian. All that they can play or enjoy and it's cultural, polkas. And polkas can be wonderful. And as I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, you know what? I might learn a polka to sing for us one night. I didn't even, I wasn't even thinking of that, but that's certainly some different cultural music. I love polkas. So I just thought I'd come back on and say that. I don't know if it makes any sense, but there you go.
All righty. Thank you for that, John. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Let's see if anybody else here on the panel would like to say anything. I see that magic hand again from Swihart and McConaughey. Go ahead, guys.
I just want to follow up with John. One of my favorite polkas, and we did this years ago in Ohio Valley. Was they had a Polish festival down in the Wheeling area. They used to do that song. I don't want her to. She's too fat for me. That's a hilarious song, but that's a polka song. It's swear to goodness. But as far as other music goes, I'm culturally speaking, I love classical music. I like Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture. I like Johann Strauss's Blue Danube and Rossini's William Tell Overture, which is basically, if you don't know what that is, it's the Lone Ranger song, essentially.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely. And I agree with you. I didn't even mention classical music, but I feel the same way. I'm very much into classical music. So that's good that you mentioned that.
Yeah. And as far as Cliff Richard goes, that's the first song I heard when I got overseas in Fusashi, Japan. It came on the jukebox there. That came out in 1976. Devil Women came out in 1976. Then he had that song in 79 that you were referring to.
Well, all right. Thank you. Thank you, fellas. Thank you, DL, and thank you, John Barilla. Let's now go to Pedro Jose Estrada Saladas. Go ahead, Pedro. Are you able to unmute, Pedro? All right. Yeah, Pedro, I was just looking for you again. Are you audible? Go ahead.
I just can't find my camera.
Don't worry about the camera. We just want to hear from you. If you can't camera, don't worry about the camera. Let's hear the audio.
Absolutely. I am on my cell phone. That's why I can't find it. The camera is so small. I am enlarging it. Let's see if it pops. I don't know. It's not popping. But anyway.
Don't worry about it. Don't you worry.
Yes, music and culture. Yes, there is a big connection between those two, and it really influences people, one culture to, it crosses cultural boundaries. The songs might come from different parts of the world. I know the Beatles, like John mentioned, influenced not only this side of the world because of the language, it's the same, but other countries that love the beat and the energy of the music and the it moved the cultures of all countries at that time. But that has also being a partner with other types of music. Like I like Latin jazz is my favorite. There are some great artists like Carlos Santana. That was in my time. He played the guitar, and the music that he wrote lasted so long. I went to see him several times here in Washington, D.C. He came to perform live, and at least a couple of times I went to see him. But artists from Latin background, they have a lot of African influence because of the islands. They have a population from Africa, and it's a mix with the Spanish. So they have created music that has really touched all Latin America. I love the Caribbean music. It's so rich in expression. And goes as far as Argentina. Argentina was famous. My father used to sing Carlos Gardel. And the tango comes from all those songs that he sang, that he sung. So yeah, there is a big connection between music and culture that is beneficial for us to be exposed to it, especially if you're exposed from infancy, from even religious music. I have learned a lot of lyrics from songs relating to the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
And there's so much to learn from that because it has feeling. And of course, that's just one area, but there is, it touches all cultures and different levels of cultures. Yeah, great thing, music. That's why we appreciate John very much, that he is able and willing to sing for the whole crowd. Thank you.
Thank you, Pedro. With or without video, you sound good, brother.
Appreciate
it. We'll go to Mel, but I just want to mention we have 77 between the YouTube channel and here. We know there's other things going on at the same hour, so not to worry. We don't compete. We just do a good job. So go ahead, Mel.
Thank you, Rob. Again, where I mentioned country and western, which is one of the ones that we need. But besides that, of course, we had reggae. Well, we still have reggae, and we have combinations of the steel pans. There's a little thing that you shake. I forgot the name. It has beads inside, so it's a combination of the steel bands, the goat skin drums, and what else? And there was the gram, like John was saying. They had. I remember these men who using those grams, and playing a combination together, forming a band. And it was really hot music, as Pedro was saying. It's Caribbean style music, and it's stemmed out from the African culture actually. So this music, they're together, they are hot music, and anyone gathering and listening to them, they used to gather around, and there's that heel and toe polka and all those things that have been danced around this music. So it was fun, and I missed part of that because we used to call it the hot type music in the hot weather. So yeah, I remember those growing up, and it's still being played right now. So I'm missing that part of my culture, and among many other stuff. So I just wanted to share that.
All right. Thank you for sharing, because sharing is caring. We know that. All right, and Pedro, you're coming in loud and clear, and your video's on. So good stuff, brother.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're going back to Ohio. We're going back to Ohio to Dawn and DL. I know that's right.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it. There's a song I think John would recognize. It's right around the mid 60s, but it has a kind of a cultural tint to it. But it's performed by Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. It's called Little Latin Loopy Loo. That was a great, great, great song, and that's one of the
Want to
touch
sing
points.
it? Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, DL. Maybe I'll look that one up and learn it too. I keep hearing songs tonight of like Ticket to Ride. Maybe I'll learn Ticket to Ride. The one Loop de Loop. Maybe I'll learn that one too.
That little Latin loopy loo. It's by Detroit or Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. Come out.
Yeah,
about
no, I remember them.
1965.
I remember them very well. Mitch Ryder and Detroit Wheels. Yeah, they were good. They were good.
There you go.
All right. Thank you for that, DL. We appreciate that. Hey, this is a good topic tonight. We're all getting into it with music and the different cultures surrounding music. And I want to say one thing. The Indian music gets me not just tapping my feet. They get it going, man. They get it going. And so I like the Indian music. And even though I don't understand the words, I get the gist of what they're trying to say. And that's good stuff. That
And Rob,
means they're,
how about the dancing that went along with it that we've seen at a couple of these events?
yeah, the dancing is incredible. So, and wow, it is good. And dancing and music all go hand in hand, which is really a lot of fun. So, yeah, that is a lot of fun. And let's see if anybody else has raised their hand. I don't see anybody just yet, but I'm on the prowl looking for people to speak.
Rob Chris has his hand raised.
Oh, I
Chris,
thought maybe he was just okay. I got him. Go ahead, Chris.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
Mabuhay.
Chris.
I'd like to
Mabuhay.
I'd like to chip in with the topic and mix in with the culture. Uh, what is the music culture in the Philippines? That's the question. I'd like to share something from what I have searched. The diversified music culture of the Filipinos. So, Philippine music is composed in various genre and styles. Um, that are beyond comparison. Its music, its music is a perfect blend of East and West. So it is influenced by almost all the cultures in the country, and its composition is a mixture of different Asian, Spanish, American, and indigenous influences. So, thinking about the tribes uh, that uh, that was the here in past 500 years or more. So
Yeah.
yeah, so the culture in the Philippines is very diverse due to influences from countries that colonized colonized it, like the Spain, America, Japan, even China and the Arab states. So the diversity is reflected in the 80 major ethnic groups across, again, I'm gonna say this number, 7,107 islands divided into Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So that's why uh, uh, it's really uh, plenty diverse here. But talking about my personal experience with music, I'm influenced more of the classical. Um, and hearing from uh, DL, we are somewhat alike, and with John Barilla, uh, because I'm also liking in uh, f playing classical music with Beethoven. Um, to give you any idea, the one that I memorized is the title called Fur Elise. So the tune is yeah. So classical
My
All
music.
right.
favorite. It's my favorite.
per
Jump
elite.
on jump on that piano. Oh,
The fifth of Beethoven.
Beethoven. So
All
thank
right.
you very
Good
much,
stuff.
Rob.
Thank you,
Back to you.
Chris. All right. Thank you, Chris. We appreciate you, brother. And I believe Pat Green's next on the Price is Right. Come on down, Greenie.
Hello, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Love you all.
Love you too.
Thank you. When I was a teenager, I used to really like country and western. I kind of got away from country and western and I went to rock and roll. And then after rock and roll, I went to Christian rock. So I really like some of the old time rock and roll songs, like, you know, give me that old time rock and roll. That gets me going, makes my blood circulate, and I dance around the house sometimes with that. And that's fun, you know.
All right. Are we going to see a little bit of that tonight?
No.
Just
I don't
checking.
want to scare anybody.
Just checking.
But that's, you know, I kind of got away from, there's nothing wrong with country music. I just got tired of listening to it. So I changed what I was listening to. And, you know, going from country to rock and roll, I know that's a big change. I do not like the rock and roll where they're grinding their guitars. That just kind of drives me crazy. But I do like some of the other. And I'm excited about that. So anyway, that's, you know, from country and western to rock and roll to Christian rock. I think it's really a big variety and a big jump maybe, but I also got to go with my family to Nashville when I was into country music, and I got to go see some live shows. They had a place we could go and listen to live shows, and I got to meet, I got to see RobLynn and and Dolly Parton and some of the others, and Boxcar Willie, and I met, I'm trying to think of his name. It'll come to me later probably, but I met several, you know, singers in Alabama. That guy in Alabama, you know, one of the lead singers had the bluest, darkest eyes. They were gorgeous. I was single then. I could say that. But anyway. And I enjoyed
We're not
meeting all of
repeating
them.
that for your man. We're definitely not repeating that one.
Yeah, we're not going over that one. But I got a better thing now. So, you know, I got a good thing at home. So I'm not interested in what Alabama looks like. But you know what I'm saying. But I enjoyed it. And I got to meet, like I said, I got to meet BJ Thomas. That's who I was thinking of. I got to meet him too. And I got a lot of autographs from the stars. And I really enjoyed that. Plus, in the evenings, they were playing their live shows. So I got to go to the live shows and watch all of those. And that was, you know, kind of a once in a lifetime thing where you get to go to some concerts and you get to, you know, meet the stars and you get to, you know, go to their shows and listen to them play their songs and stuff at night. And that was just really nice. And that was in Nashville. So,
yeah.
And we also went to the Country Music Awards. And I sat there and I watched the Country Music Awards and watched them receive their awards, you know, and that was just really a neat time to be able to do all that. And I'll always remember that. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. So I'm going to let somebody else, you know, say something. So I'm going to get off. I'm going to mute my mic.
Okay.
Right here, ready to go. All right. So let's scroll up and down and see what we got here. Anybody else? Okay, I don't see anybody else. We're very blessed tonight to have Miss Deborah Moore. Deb is here, and we're going to do a little signing and then a little singing. And hey, it's Friday night, and you might have other things you want to do, so we may scoot out a little bit early. But this is quite a panel tonight. We appreciate it. There's now 36 here and 50. Oh, 50 on YouTube. Now, that's interesting. Wow. Normally, we don't have more on YouTube than we have on OConnect, but hey, that's okay. We just like viewers and views and yeah.
And Rob, you know what? I just went over to YouTube just not too long ago when you were talking about how many people we had where, and I went over there and put on another, hey, folks, we're over there on OConnect. What are you doing over here? Come over to OConnect.
Right.
So we actually have more on YouTube. That's amazing.
Yeah, there's 50, 50, straight up 50, 50. And there's 36 here. That's 86. That's not bad for a Friday night when we got other things going on other than the famous RobLynn Live Hour. So that's cool.
A lot of people do things on Friday, right? Fridays are night out and stuff like that. So I can understand.
Are you saying I can have a night out? I'll see you later. I'm out of here. All right. Now, I can't go anywhere just yet, so I'll sit tight. It is Shabbat.
Greg is sitting in the car and listening. Thank you, Greg, for doing that. He's not missing out.
All right. Thank you, Greg Hill, I assume.
Yeah, that's Greg Hill. Yeah. Thanks, Greg.
All right. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. All right. We're talking music. We're talking culture. And now we're going to talk a little bit of science. So without further ado, Lynn, would you introduce our trainer tonight?
Okay. Oh, Saidu would like to speak. Go ahead, Saidu. Go ahead, unmute. Say hi. You can unmute. Oh, you don't have to unmute. I saw you waving, so I thought you wanted to speak.
I'm on.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Deb now. Go ahead, Deb.
Okay, Deb, you ready? Okay, I'm going to change the view.
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you going to move me on the side or just leave it?
So you should be in the big square. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody keep muted, okay? So Deb will show in the main screen.
Hello. I came in to pause everyone today. I didn't see there was any other deaf person there. So music is what I grew up in also. I'm going to move back. Okay. Culture. Let us see. Culture. Culture. So all different kinds of culture. Music, song. Just let you know, because many of you go to concert when you were younger. Concert. Social. Music is a good place to social. It goes around. Social. A lot of families and friends get involved and be included. Involved. Music have different language. Ours. Language. It's like a sentence. Language. Whether it's French or English or Spanish. Communicate. A lot of people communicate through music. Communicate. Now we're getting down to the instruments. Rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Rhythm. Keyboard. Piano. Play piano. That's what I did when I was little. Piano. Guitar. Drums. No, play drums. Bongo. Use your hand. Bongo. Boom, 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 boom. I like that. Accordion. Let's move that thing. I remember those long time ago. Violin. Saxophone. Harp. It's like you start out here and for very old. Trombone. Flute. I'm sure there's many more. But if you want to know the classic, you have to spell everything. Jazz, country is one. You don't have to finger spell. Rock and roll, disco, tango, whatever. One last thing. Did you know Beethoven was deaf? Check it out. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Deb. We appreciate it when you come on.
Let's do a picture and picture time with the sign. Where's Deb? Oh, there she is. Ready to sign, and we'll take a picture. Rhythm. You like rhythm? Okay. Make the letter R. Everybody make the letter R. R, and then rock it back and forth. Rhythm. Letter R. Yep, you got it. Ready? Let me.
Ready?
Full screen. And 1 minute. Sit. Yeah, sit. Looks better. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sign rhythm. Everybody's rhythm.
Rhythm.
Make it high up so we can see, because your names kind of block it. So sign up high in the air. Yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, nice.
Well, all righty. Thank you to you, Deb. And hey, without further ado, why don't we swing right into a song? What do you think, Lynn?
Sounds good.
All right, John, are you ready?
All right. And as I said last night, I hope I'm not wrong tonight when I said, hey, everything's working. And, and then I did I don't know what happened, but everything slipped on me. So, but let's say a little bit more about before I start Cliff Richard, because this is a Cliff Richard song. Devil Woman. And DR mentioned about he had to hit, did you say, I think it was 76. But he was the thing about Cliff Richard, and I think he's like a really underrated rock and roll singer, and also people don't think of him, I think, that much today. And the guy's, like I said last night, he's taken a break, but he's 83, and he says he's never going to retire. And let me tell you this. Let me just look at this now, because he not only had that big hit, the hit in 76, and that's not even his biggest hit. He had a bigger hit before that. But here's the thing. Let me just read this. Let's see. Actually, his name, I guess he probably made a name for him to be a rock singer, because he took the Richard. I don't know what his his real last name would have been Harry Roger Webb. That was his real name, but he changed it to Cliff Richard because of Little Richard.
Oh.
A premier rock and roll guy from the 50s that, and Cliff Richard, he was doing his thing. Then here's the thing about him too. He's the only male solo artist to have had #1 singles in the 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, 1980s, and 1990s. And I would guess that most of the people here probably never heard of Cliff Richard till I mentioned about this song, Devil Woman, last night. Think of that. The only one, the only solo artist. And speaking culturally, he's from England, and he's also a knight, like I told you. Let's see if there's anything else a little different about him. I think that's plenty about him, but he's like I'm saying, I'm learning. I'm going to check out a lot more of his music, because I've been aware of him, but not as much as what I've read about him now, about how long and how many hits he's had over the years, and the fact that he's still around. And he is taking a break, but he said, I'm never retiring. Guy's going to sing in his 80s. Oh, man. I mean, it's wonderful. So anyway, hold your breath for a moment. I'm going back to the tab. This is where it got tricky last night. All right. Let's see here. Oh, it's working. Whew. Let's see if it's this is where we got nuts. Okay, so just a little bit about what the situation is, why I'm doing this. I decided to do both songs, and I said last night that I would sing one last night, which I didn't do because my computer betrayed me. I think it was more of a signal or something rather than a computer. I don't know. But anyway, so I didn't get to sing. And I was disappointed. I don't know if you might have been able to see that on my face if you were looking on the video. I was pretty unhappy. I think it's the first night something like that happened, even though I have struggles on a lot of nights with my signals and computer or whatever. And I always manage to get it on time by the time Rob's made it. Sometimes it's a minute before Rob's calls on me to sing. Oh, it's finally working. Well, okay. Here's the thing, though. Now, I decided when I checked out Cliff Richard, and I always look when I do my music, I look for different karaoke backgrounds because some of the music is better than others. It's in a better key for me, or I just like the sound of that, or it's the genuine style of the person who sang the song. Well, anyway, this is credited to Cliff Richard, Devil Woman, and his hit of Devil Woman is probably the one DL's going to remember, will be the second one that I sing. Because the first one, and it's supposed to be the same song, as far as I can tell, because I can't even find anything on the internet. I've been looking about, does Cliff Richard have a song that has two different sets of lyrics and it's possibly different sounding? I can't find anything about it. But I'm telling you, when I checked all this out and got my music, you're going to hear it now. Both songs are quite different. But it's a Cliff Richard song that's a hit, Devil Woman. Well, the first one, I don't think was the hit, if there is two different songs, because I think the second one, Dio will probably recognize it, and anybody else that might know Devil Woman. I think somebody said last night in the chat, I used to love Cliff Richard's Devil Woman when I was in high school or something like that. Well, we're going to hear it tonight. It's not going to be exactly like Cliff Richard because I always sing in my own style. I always have my own style. But anyway, let's do it before the thing blows up on me here. Okay, so this is the first one that I'm going to do, which is the one that I don't think was the hit. And it tells a story, a love song about a guy who gets involved with a devil woman, and he's betrayed his woman. And here's the thing. You get to hear her name and you hear what the situation is. In this song, her name is Mary. His lady is Mary. Well, in the second version that you'll hear later, you're not going to hear anything about Mary. That's what I'm like, are you kidding? How could it be? So listen, folks, here comes the first one. The first Cliff Richard, Devil Woman. Oh, it's working. It's coming. it kind of tells a story there, you know. Whoops, hold it, pause it. And anyway, so now I'm going to move over, and I think you're going to find just what I'm talking about. This is so strange. Maybe it's a bit of a mystery. I'd love to get some information about this. Was it a typo in YouTube? I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, you'll see how different this is. Here is the one. I believe this is one that was actually, I mean, I've heard the song myself. I never heard the one I just sang before, but I know this song. Here we go with Devil Woman by Cliff Richard. Same gentleman, Sir Cliff Richard. Here we go.
All right, John.
Is that completely different or what? I mean, come on. I mean, that's a different song. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute.
Another online music.
Quiet. Yeah, so bizarre, but I hope you enjoyed that.
That was good. Very good. Very good.
Recognized in 76, John.
Yeah, I know. That's the hit. That's what I figured. I remember that one, you know.
Well, here's where we're at. We've got 34 here watching on O-Connect for a Friday night. We've got 43 watching, which gives you 77. So not too shabby a night here on a Friday night where you could be elsewhere. We thought, unless somebody's got any comments, we might end a little bit early tonight. A couple of reasons. Lynn and I need a little rest, probably more me than Lynn. And you guys need your rest too, because big things are coming very, very shortly. You're going to be tied up with going back and forth to the bank. You're going to be tied up with attending meetings and webinars and things around the world. So we know you're going to need to be well rested. So tonight might be that opportunity to do that. We hit 86 tonight, which is, hey, that's okay. We like 86. Can't be over 100 every night. So 86 is very cool. We remember the days, as I've mentioned a few times to you, when we had 3 and 4 and 7 and 4 and 2 and 1 and 6. So we're happy to be in the 70, 80 range any night we can. Lynn, did you have anything else you wanted to mention?
We love you all. We enjoyed having you with us tonight. Thank you to Deb for teaching signs. Good job.
Appreciate you, Deb.
She's not looking.
Thank you, Deb.
Way to go.
Way to go. I'm telling you, they stole my voice.
All right.
Thank you, John. Excellent songs. We love you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And thank you for all of you who are regulars. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste, Balash.
Lil ma'am, namaste. Kamala ma'am, namaste.
Namaste, namaskar. Well, all righty. On that note, if anyone
Good night, sweet dreams.
any last comments, if not, we're going to go ahead, Carmela.
What, Carmela?
I say thank you very much to all of you. Thank you, John. It was a great evening. We talked all about our history songs, and it was excellent. So good night to everyone.
Good
See you
night,
tomorrow.
Take
care.
Night,
everyone.
Wait a minute. Greg Hill has something for us. Hang on. Go ahead, Mr. Hill.
Where is Greg Hill?
Bye,
Well, I could
everyone.
have sworn I saw Greg Hill's hand.
Oh, great.
Night, Chris.
Bye.
Oh.
Watch
Oh,
out for the devil
Night.
woman. Bye.
Hi, Chris.
You want to speak, Greg? You might want
Namaste.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Greg Hill, did you want to say something, brother? Go ahead.
things who were written.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for being here. This is the 26th day. It's the 27th in other areas of the world. Thanks. As we said, you could be elsewhere, but you're here. And we appreciate that very much. So,
Final picture for everybody. Love you. I
Love you all.
Okay. Red picture.
Red?
I love you. Love you, son.
Love you, Lynn.
Love you too. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll put it in the messenger group.
all right, that'll be in the messenger group. I'm going to say a few hellos in the RobLynn live chat as soon as we get done here, which I try to do every night, but some nights I'm a little bit late. So I'm going to try to do that early since we're in. Salute to all military veterans. Salute to all active military. Salute to all first responders. And here it comes. Salute to every one of you RobLynn lovers.
When I see there's Elizabeth Baudet, she's in the chat. She didn't come on the panel today. Good to see you, Elizabeth.
All right, Elizabeth. Good stuff, everybody.
Brenda Ross is there.
So thanks
Good
for
night,
being.
everyone.
We'll see you.
RobLynn Live, love you.
Appreciate tomorrow night. So we'll have another subtopic to go along with that manana tomorrow night. So be safe, be active, and we'll see you on the flip. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.
Night.
Deborah.
I'll see you in the RobLynn chat. I'll meet you at the RobLynn chat. See you there.
Watch out for the devil woman. I just heard.
The devil woman.
All right.
All right, everybody. Good night. Stay safe.
I'm sorry, all the ladies. I didn't mean to insult all the ladies talking about the devil woman tonight, but you know.
Where's that laughter coming from, Chris?
Thank you, Elizabeth, for being here.